I'm looking at my own chart right now, and there's these numbers that associate with it. First being 25/46. There's this personality column, and the top of it is 25. I find that interesting. Is
that's where it comes from?
That's derived from where my sun is at, because I see the sun, the circumpunct symbol next to the 25, and I just happen to know I'm pretty into I Ching, actually.
Yeah,
it's one of my first divination systems, and I just happen to know that as a sun in Aries, 25, which is the hexagram of innocence, is pretty much like the Aries hexagram, like the most Aries thing possible. And it's kind of cool how many different things across esotericism that relates to. Like apparently human design takes in Kabbalah, right?
Yeah.
And in Hebrew gematria, for example, the two letters that symbolize the sun in Aries are Resh and Hey. And those put together create the number 250. But that's, just in gematria, drop the 0 and you have a 25. So even between Hebrew letters and then the Chinese system of the I Ching, like we keep coming back to this Aries and 25 and the concept of innocence or the beginningness of things. So that's pretty cool. I got to make a correction too. Resh Hay is 205, not 250, but same thing.
25.
Yeah, still 25.
Well, even so, the 25 is part of the 51 channel that goes from your G center, your self center, identity center. It has all those names, but it connects directly to the ego center, the heart center. And that's the will center. The heart is the will center. The G center is really all about love. So it's kind of this experience of love in the body. And that channel specifically is the channel that Ra Uru Hu had. It's the only channel he had. And it's the channel that human design was channeled through because of that being his only channel. He was a direct manifester. So as I said, they're designed to initiate. They're designed to bring something new into creation. And he did it through that channel that you also have. I love sort of looking at these and as you were just doing, cross-pollinating them, looking at all the different connections and how these things can come about. Because I just think it's the same as why I am intrigued and hopefully will continue to be intrigued by learning different psychological systems or energy systems or more about human design or different esoteric systems, because I think it's just looking at the lived experience through different lenses and creating more and more depth and pictures of this thing called life.
I feel like the more I dug into this, I'd have fun just getting into all of the numerical linguistic synchronicities that it contains. And that's where it starts to blow my mind, how that it seems more reasonable that this was channeled or given to somebody than that a human being, and maybe all these systems in some way were channeled or given to us, rather than one human mind creating this architecture and it all fitting together in such clockwork precision.